I'm back from the gardens at Ball, and I pulled together all the activities we did. We started with jewelry making using botanicals from the garden. Then we had a full garden tour with all the Ball experts. We even had an optional 5 a.m. photography session that if you wanted to, you could run around and take all the pictures from the garden. And then we got a quick tour of the Helix lab where they do tissue culture. And we got to see the Ball Premier lab. I can't show you all the things we saw in the lab because it's industry secrets, but I do have a few things so you can get a snippet of what we got to see. I also feed in some of the top 2025 plants from Ball Horticultural companies. And without further ado, let's make some jewelry. It was hot, so they made this cute little fan with all the 2025 varieties and our itinerary on the back. So first off, we are making jewelry with Posh and Bloom.
We're going to see some amazing plants in the garden. But before I get you on your tour, I'm going to introduce Claire Josephson. Thanks, Katie. I think I know most of you. Welcome to France and Ball. I work with Katie and also Sarah and the team in our marketing communications group. And we are thrilled to have you here. This is the second year we've hosted an event like this. And we enjoyed it so much last year, we thought we had to do this again. And do it again. And I'm thrilled that we've got Posh and Bloom ladies to join us too. I think you'll really enjoy their work and have a lot of fun with this. As well as seeing the dance in the dark. We've got lots of good things in store for you in the next day or so. I know some of you are already making gathering content, so feel free to photograph, video, write about, whatever, about anything you see or hear today. So we have got nothing to say. Right. And just have a wonderful.
Talk about flowers and things that we have in front of us. And yeah.
I would just love to state another thank you to Ball because my dad is a landscaper out in Country Club Hills, just retired. And he talks about just the beauty of the colorless, of the beauty of the surroundings that is Ball and the horticultural center that you bring us. So being here is truly an honor, but it's also like the marriage of the two. So you have on your table cut flowers in a cute pot, and maybe you garden all the time and have your flowers put together beautifully. But now we're going to design it and give yourself some love closer to your body and just embrace the beauty of what flowers can do. It's the marriage of the garden with the cutting of the flowers and making something truly unique and special for yourselves. So before we get started, I hope that everyone knows the person at their table and shared their flower. Did we do that? Everyone? All right, perfect. So as I said, my favorite flower though, I think I should share that with you too, right? I think it's going to be actually one of the petunias, right? That's what we want to highlight, our tagas, and then also our bacon and patience. So we want to highlight those as part of our tagas of our arrangement. You may see on your table the mixture of different flowers, which we'll talk and we'll show you how to cut each one to create something like this or like this or whatever comes out of your creative outlet. But first, before we move forward, snips. We may all not be gardeners, but what I need you to do is practice safety. So if you could, see that there's a class on the side, and if you can just move that back and show me that you can hold your snips, or show your partner next to you, you can hold your snips, then I know we're safe to start. Check your partners. Check your partners. Okay. Brittany, tell us what else is on our table.
Yeah.
Work? Yes? Perfect.
So also what you're going to find on your table, some of the tools that we'll be utilizing to create our jewelry today. First and foremost, you'll find a bottle of glue. All right. You also are going to find some tweezers, right? We want to avoid sticky hands today, so we recommend that you use tweezers as well as a pick to utilize your floral inventory to create your jewelry. This will avoid sticky fingers. Last but not least, you're going to find a tray on your table. This is so that you can keep your floral recipe together. So we're going to be snipping. This is going to be small and intricate work, but you want to keep your florals and your buds together on your tray. Any questions about the tools we'll be utilizing today?
If you stop by our jewelry table, you'll notice that you've chosen one of the following cuties. You've chosen a necklace. It could be either a gold or silver necklace, or it could be a wooden necklace. You've chosen earrings. If you've chosen earrings, please take them out the package and place them on your table.
I decided to go with the earrings because I'm gonna go big or go home, quite literally. So first you start off with your foliage. Actually, let me back up. We were guided by the ladies at Posh and Bloom to take apart the botanicals very carefully, and then we're supposed to use the foliage as a base, as you can see on my earrings. Now, I didn't realize this as I was putting it together, but I should have done mirror images instead of twins. I basically created the same exact earring from left to right when I should have mirrored them, so when I wore them it went the right direction. But anyway, they came out really cute. You'll see it in a little bit. Since this was my first time making fresh floral jewelry, I thought this would be a great thing to do in my community and just use the botanicals in my garden and throw a little workshop or event. I used to dabble in jewelry making, but I never thought to use live plants. And this is a calibrachoa, one of my favorites. Back to the jewelry making. So each little piece that you see, we had to glue very carefully, and this is floral glue used by florists to create arrangements. And I'm just adding a little bit more of this dianthus in the corner to give it a little fringe. I really love this activity because most of us actually never made fresh jewelry before. So it was fun and creative, and it was a great bonding experience. And let me show you my earrings now. Keep in mind, I did say go big or go home, so they are quite large, but I thought they turned out pretty good. So there's one, and now the other. I'm explaining to someone I kind of didn't mirror it, but I like them. So now we're gonna go on the garden tour, and I've made it so it's as if you were there. So you're gonna hear directly from the experts.
We plant the first week of June.
Okay.
It's usually Memorial Day or the week after, depending on what happens with some internal meetings that we have to have.
Were these like 4-inch gallons?
Okay, as far as sizes go, we can use an assortment. The larger tropicals come in as gallons because, of course, we are in Illinois, and so giving them a little boost. Same with the Kim Queens. Everything else is from either 4-inch or 1801, which is 18 plants in a bedding class. A lot of 4-inch and a lot of 1801s.
And what do you feed with? Sorry.
I'm gonna have to ask Landon, what are we using today?
So the beginning of the season we use a 2177 acid special because our water is really hard.
Okay.
And also our soil is very low pH, so even this stuff will take the 2177 for the first feeding just because the water's hard. And then we started to a 20-20-20 all-purpose just because we want to get them as show ready as possible by the middle of July. So, I mean, typically for a container you could use like a 20-10-20 or a 20-10-15, but we've been using. It's not like a miracle
I didn't
or
know if it
anything.
was custom.
No, it's just a 20-20-20 general all-purpose for us.
And frequency?
I wouldn't recommend. So right now we're running it once a week at about 275 ppm, which is very high for a 20-20-20 because you can take the risk of burning that high. So, but with our injectors, I don't think it's reading correctly, so it's actually coming out lower, which is why we can feed every week with the 20-20-20 that high. So if you are gonna feed that high, I would do like once every 3 or 4 weeks at a 20-20-20 at 300 ppm. If you want to do 300 ppm, I would do more like a 20-10-15 or a 20-10-10.
Thing like that. That's Tropica Modesto. Then we have Tropica Medio. So this is your medium bush type. Again, a little bit more vigorous than your compact bush. Doesn't necessarily need support or a trellis. However, you can see They are starting to vine up a little bit, so you could certainly put a trellis in there if you'd like. Then we've got our Tropica Grande. So now you're getting into your more traditional vining Mandevilla and Diplonia. So this is our citrine improved. You can see these generally will require a trellis or teepee, some sort of support.
As Katie said, my name is Josh Kirschenbaum. I'm the Vegetable Business and Portfolio Manager for Pan American Seed. So we develop the varieties of veggies and flowers, we produce seed of it, and then we sell it to distribution companies all around the world. Distribution companies meaning the catalogs that you buy from, online retailers, all of that type of stuff.
Josh actually shares so much detailed information about all the new varieties and all of their methods that I'm dedicating a separate video just for the vegetables.
All right, well, welcome. Well, hello, welcome everyone. I'm Seth Reed, Sales and Marketing Manager for Darwin Perennials. Really excited that you guys are here today. It's nice-ish, a little bit warm, but no rain, and it's not 95, so I'll take it as a positive. So we're gonna, I also have Chris Fifo, our technical rep. He works with a lot of growers around the country, North America. So we're gonna point out some of the things that we're pretty excited about that look really good in the garden. And the first couple of beds, if you have time later, there is a lot to see.
Seth was not kidding. There is so much to see in this perennial garden. I actually am creating another video for you just dedicated to this perennial garden because look at how big it is. It does not end.
Currently on the market. So anytime we're breeding in something, especially a new class, we're bringing in as many comparisons that are currently on the market as we can. Figure out, okay, where are the opportunities for improvement?
I know this is all a really fast tour, so I've actually created a separate vegetable video and a separate perennial video coming just to give you all the information the experts gave us. Now, the next morning we had a beautiful 5 a.m. session, which will be covered in my vlog. Now we're at Ball Helix Lab. So Ball Helix is a team of experts in molecular biology, cell biology, analytical chemistry, pathology, and intellectual property. So they work very closely with the breeding teams and production divisions to develop innovative commercial horticulture products. Echinacea is one of the examples they gave us. Basically, cuttings are taken from the mother plant and then put into their tissue culture process. What you're watching right now is this expert visually inspecting each cutting batch. They're making sure that the plant is growing as expected, there's no sign of disease, and then over the next few weeks, the plants will be kept under close observation and grown out to then move on to nurseries. You might be wondering why you would need this whole entire process, and for plants such as Echinacea, they grow very slow from seed and they may not be true to seed, so this is a way to quality control and also speed up the process for propagation and getting these plants to you so that you can see a closer up look of what they look like. Speaking of seeds, now we can go see the seed lab. I can't show a lot, but here we go.
So this is where ball seed, after it's been pelleted and coated and packaged up, we have them on shelves and inventoried. Right now we're doing a lot of that by hand. We're building a new building to have it more robotically be packaged and picked. So a lot of ergonomics, you know, we just have to punch it in what the order is. The robot will go and grab a bin. We'll punch it. Yeah, so that's going to be launched.
Wow.
And then this is Teresa. She's one of our technical directors at the lab. Official title.
The lab manager. Take your hand, sprinkle that seed, and then go on.
I'm cutting the video here because I'm not about to be the one to spill industry secrets. What I can tell you is Ball is the industry leader, and pelleting is the process of taking raw seed and making it germinate better and also be able to seed it more evenly. And you can see here they're testing out all of their pelleting. So the new lab is going to open in 2025, and they're super excited about it because it's LEED Silver certified.
So that's efficiencies all around. Ergonomics, and then just inventory, invoicing, yeah.
And I think they took us all to Amazon. We got to go on a field trip. So I think it's going to be very, very cool.
Summer 2025?
Yes. Yep.
Thanks for coming to the Gardens at Ball with me. I hope you found some inspiration for your own garden. I shared my favorites, so let me know yours in the comments below. If you like this video and want to come with me on more garden adventures, remember to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.